I would like to draw your attention to a particular project which is implemented in Sri Lanka through a loan provided by the World Bank, the project which is called ESCAMP or Ecosystem Conservation and Management Project. Through this project, World Bank has leased out a sum of US 45 million, and part of this money is spent on various so-called developmental activities with regard to forests or nature reserves in Sri Lanka. Actually, this came to light following an incident in a place called Cooray, which is one of the entry points of Singharaja forest. There was a road development project in Cooray area which created a lot of hullabaloo in the country, and with this the public came to know that there is a project funded by the World Bank happening in Sri Lanka. Singharaja is the only rainforest in Sri Lanka, and it is also a World Heritage Site. And as of today, it extends over 11,000 hectares, and it is very famous for its rich biodiversity, indigenous species of fauna and flora, and also for its genetic wealth. Actually, it became a center of attraction and also a reason for upheaval following two incidents which happened soon after the other. One was the road building project in Cooray, which is one of the entry points to Singharaja, and also an incident of biopiracy where 5 Slovakian nationals were arrested with their collected genetic material. About the ESCAMP project, ESCAMP or Ecosystem Conservation and Management Project is a loan project of 45 million US dollars leased out by the World Bank to the Sri Lankan government. Actually, this project had been hatched a long time ago, and the approval for this project comes from the World Bank's top-rung management in Washington in year 2012 May. But the project is implemented in Sri Lanka in 2016, and it is ongoing, and by December 2018 it is supposed to have disbursed 27.5 million US dollars or 60% of its commitment to Sri Lankan government. And in this year, it is expected to disburse another 9.5 million US dollars. The project will come to end in 2021, and repayment will begin in October 2021 and will continue till April 2041. The interest rate is somewhat a complex one which has many components to it, and it could be assumed that around 2.5% would be the interest rate annually. And for the responsible agencies, there are 4, which are Department of Wildlife Conservation, Forest Department, Ministry of Mahaveli Development and Environment, and Ministry of Sustainable Development and Wildlife. So basically, These are the 4 governmental agencies which would be responsible in managing this project, which in reality happens through a interministerial project management unit. The project has 4 components. If I read out from the report, number 1, pilot landscape planning and management, for which $2.8 million have been allotted. Number 2, sustainable use of natural resources and human-elephant coexistence, for which $17 million had been allotted. Number 3, the one we are mainly concerned about, protected area management and institutional capacity building, for which the allocation is $24.2 million, and 4th being project management, for which $1 million has been set aside. For the objective of the project, it is identified as to improve the management of ecosystems in selected locations in Sri Lanka for conservation and community benefits. Although it is said in selected locations, it is strange that nowhere in the report it identifies where and where this project would be carried out. In fact, in 2 places in this report, certain forest reserves are identified. For example, Yala, Bundala, Udawalave, Singharaja, Mineria have been mentioned, but that again is with regard to the over-visitation issue that is faced by these locations, but not to mention that this would be implemented there. So it's a big question that where this project would be implemented. For the strategic context, the strategic context of this entire project is nothing but promotion of tourism, or what they call nature-based tourism. Actually, this component of the proposal we need to totally dismiss with disgust. And why I say that is the basic premise, the fundamentals that they use to propagate their proposal in this regard is totally invalid, inauthentic, unacceptable, and also detrimental both to the country as well as its economy. If I read straight from the book, it says there is near exclusive focus on strict protection instead of a more integrated management approach. And it goes on to say that we need to improve revenue generating capabilities of wildlife and forest resources. So here we see they tell us your approach with regard to forest management is wrong, that has to be changed, and that has to be changed from a situation of overprotection to opening up of what they call integrated management. And you go for a revenue generation approach from forests. I raise this question to the public, the authorities, and to the World Bank. Today what we face, is it a situation of overprotection or is it a situation of underprotection? Say for example, all what we hear, deforestation, encroachment, overvisitation, genetic plundering, all these point to what? Are they offshoots of overprotection or underprotection? I think it's very clear what we have today is a case of underprotection or under conservation which needs to be looked into and strengthened further, and we have to have a mechanism to protect our forests from all these ills that are happening today. And we have to ask the World Bank, from where on earth did they get this information, these facts to say that what we experience today is a situation of overprotection which has to be changed.